Yeah, no, yeah, I almost swore. I didn't swear. I just said F. I didn't complete it. No, hell, man. They played well. They deserved to win. There was nothing that the referee did wrong. They played really well, and they took us in certain areas to a place that we couldn't handle some stuff. And then when they got their opportunities, they really finished well. I do think the scoreboard doesn't 100% reflect. We certainly, there were stages where I felt we were dominant, and I don't want to say the old normal words. It's just true. We didn't convert those opportunities, over the try line, knock on the ball. Third scrum, we get a penalty score with 3 points behind. Maybe we should have taken the points. I take that on me. Because I also thought we should go for another scrum, and then unfortunately Gerard walked around a little bit. The ref made the right call there. And then, where we thought there was maybe a headshot, which obviously the TMO reviewed, and then from the back of that headshot not being a penalty for us, then we got a yellow card and 2 yellow cards from that, and then they ran away with another 2 tries, which make the scoreboard look really bad. But most of the things we inflicted on ourselves, and that's frustrating. I mean, we are irritated with each other inside the camp because, yes, they are a very good team and they're number 1 in the world now, and we now the team that chases them to try and get the number 1 spot back again. Do I ever think that during the game there was some stages where we had really good dominance for, I think territory was 60%, possession was a hell of a lot, and we didn't convert that. I thought our defence, although there was 6 tries leaked, was really great up until minute 60. And then a Chargestown try from Grant, and we got penalised for being offsides, and they get away with a little bit being offsides. And with that, I'm not pointing fingers at the referee. Those are things that we normally handled in the past, and we weren't good at handling that in this specific game. I think we didn't get what we want from the bench because the guys who started didn't convert when we were there, and when we were inside the 22. I mean, we had 11 22-minute entries, and we got one reward from it. Now, that is good defence by New Zealand, great breakdown work by New Zealand, and poor execution by us. So, if the guys who started, and I'm including the coaches there, I think me personally made some wrong calls on some of the tactics we wanted to try and do inside the 22. Balance didn't work, and that's on me. And then the way New Zealand stopped us there. So, yes, the bench didn't have the impact, but the guys who started, and us as coaches, didn't give those guys the platform to actually go on and finish those things. They had to chase the game, and I don't know, what was it, minute 55, minute 60, those 3 scrums there in the middle. I say it again, the wrong call, take the 3 points. There's no bonus points. It's a series. It will get 1 in game 3. The series will get 1 or lost or drawn, or can be able to get drawn. So it's a great opportunity lost by us, which we caused on ourselves. But you can't blame it on the bench if the guys who started didn't convert. Well, they imprinted their game plan on us. And that's where they were better than us. I mean, it's actually funny. I thought this game, I mean, it was, all agreed, for them it was a beautiful game. For us it was, for 60 minutes, a really well contested game, and then they ran away with us. And funny enough, it's 27 minutes ball and play, and everybody wants to chase ball and play. And so I guess that's gone now. We're just very frustrated with ourselves. We are, I know all of us sit here, we got a big hiding. Of 16 points. I think we mauled well, I think we scrummed well, I think for 60 minutes we defended well, but then when they got the 2-3 opportunities, like New Zealand, most of the years in the past when we played them, they converted. Yeah, it was. Obviously it's concerning, and when I say it's not a catastrophe, it's awful, it's shit, so it's not nice to be in this position. And I mean, I would rather play bad and win than play good and lose, because I thought for quite a number of minutes we played well, but we lost, so that's frustrating. And now, I don't want to make excuses because what happened to us is on me and is on us as a team. But I think for the first time in a long time, the 5-2-6-3 experiment backfired a bit on us, and I'll say it as it is. But I think odds-wise, if you take it, how many times we've done it, I think this was the first one where when Kirtley got injured, Jesse went to wing, Damon went to outside centre, Andre, where we would have liked to play impact flanker, had to go to 12th. And then the whole backline was a little bit rejigged, So with that one injury of Kirtley, and that was bad planning by myself, probably a better thing would have been to put Gaza on the wing, put Sasha at fullback and put Mani at 10. Then the 12-13 stays intact. And, we also had Grant that could have gone to wing. And Kobus just comes straight on. I think I made the incorrect sub there by putting Jesse to wing, and then that disjointed the whole attack flow, and obviously some of the defensive stuff.